Today, guys, I'm going to be showing you the new best one-hit weapon recipe as well as recipes for thousands of defense on your armor. So we literally have up to one that has 2,000 defense base, which obviously means you can probably get it up to 3,000 by simply enhancing it. So we're going to be going over all of the best recipes as well as beginner and basically all the way up the ranks. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. All right, really quickly, I do want to mention that there is a big update coming very soon that I want to talk about because it's going to massively affect how easy it is going to be to get these orbs. So I know a lot of people are trying to get endgame armor, but endgame armor now is genuinely just a nightmare to obtain. I mean, to even get a bunch of gargantuan, you're going to need a ridiculously overpowered pickaxe. You're going to need to spend hours and hours. I mean, I've grinded for so long and I only have gargantuanite and then one heavenite. So genuinely a very difficult task to come by, but the new update is basically going to increase chances and basically fix so many things that people complain about. I'm not going to go into everything they said, but they did basically just talk about how the chances are going to be buffed. It's going to be less of an RNG game and more of like a, I wouldn't say strategy, but it's going to be less RNG, which a lot of people have been asking for. So I'm genuinely pretty excited for that. So with that being said, all of these recipes will be way easier to obtain once we get to that point. But for now, I'm going to show you the early game, the mid game, the late game, and the end game set here inside of the Forge. Anyways, guys, before I get into this video, if you want to have a chance to be entered in my Game Pass giveaway, all you guys need to do is leave a like on this video, comment your username down below, and make sure you hype the video as you can see on screen. Make sure you guys go ahead and do that, and you guys will be entered. On screen are a couple winners from our last videos, so make sure you do enter up. You guys have 7 days to enter. Anyways, let's get back in the video. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the early game set. This is going to be for the chest plate. All right, so sorry, the chest plate is going to be 16 Snow White, 12 Velshire, and then 12 fossils. That's for the chest plate. For the leggings, you're gonna need 12 Snow White, 9 Velshire, and 9 frost fossils. And for the helmet, you're gonna need 10 Snow White, 8 Velshire, and then 8 frost fossil. And that's going to be the full set. Now, the full set combined is going to give you the normal knight set is going to give you 524 defense. If you get dark knight, it's going to give you 811. If you get wolf, it's going to give you 1,088. And if you get raven with all of those, it's going to give you 1,100 defense. Now, obviously, how much damage or how much protection or whatever you want to call it, it does is all based on what armor set you get, which is all based upon your luck. But the lowest you will get with this a 520 defense, but that is again before you even enhance it. All right, so now for the next one, I'm going to pretty much try to go as slow as possible here so you can fully see and hear what I'm saying. For the chest plate for the mid game set, you're going to need 16 Aetheryte, you're going to need 12 Velshire, and you're going to need 12 Frost Fossil for the chest plate. For the leggings, you're going to need 12 Aetheryte, 9 Velshire, and 9 Snow White. Then next, you're going to need 10 Aetheryte, 8 Velshire, and 8 Frost Fossil for the helmet. Now, at a base level, if you just get the Knight, it's going to give you 628 base defense. Now, if you get the Dark Knight, it's going to give you 927. If you get the Wolf, it's going to give you 1,303. And then if you get the Raven, it's going to be 1,377 as the base damage for all those different armor. Now, again, it all depends on what you get. So you could mix and match technically if you get a bunch of stuff. Now, the next one is going to be the late game set. Now, this one's going to take a lot longer to go ahead and for the chest plate, you're going to need Duranite, which looks like this, which is kind of insane to get. 12 Duranite, 12 Aetherite, and then 12 Velshire. And then you're going to need 4 Surful, which is this. So again, these are late game, so these are going to be a lot harder to go ahead and get. The armor recipe multipliers, whatever you call it, are kind of insane as we go up. Then the next one is going to be Duranite, which is this. It's going to be 8 Aetherite, which is this. Then it's going to be 8 Velshire, which is this. And then you're going to have 2 of the Suriel. And then it's going to be that. Now, combined, you're going to have a trait of 105% vitality, 60% health, 20% chance to reduce damage by 75%, and then 60% movement speed. And the Knight armor is going to give you 849 defense. The Dark Knight armor is going to give you 100 or 1,313 base defense. The Wolf is going to give you 1,760 base defense. And then the Raven is going to give you 1,820. Again, all base defense. It will be in the 2,000. Now, this is this is like the craziest armor set end game. This is going to take so long to get. So, Heart of the Island, which I don't even have unlocked. You're going to need 10 or 12 Heart of the Islands, 12 Durians, and then 12 Aetherite, right? For the very first, for the chest plate. Then we're going to need 9 Heart of the Island, 9 Duranite, 9 Aetherite, and then it's going to go ahead and give you, again, the leggings. Now, for the helmet, you need 8 Duranite, you need Aetherite, 8 Heart of the Island, and then you also need Gargantuan or Heavenite. All right, and then the base, if you just get all Knight for all that armor, it's going to be 200 base damage. For Dark Knight, you're going to have 1,900. For Wolf, you're going to have 120, and for Raven, you're going to have 2,771. And then, honestly, I'm going to just put this trait on screen. That way you guys can go ahead and see it, but I'll put also all screenshots on screen while you're going through the video, so you should be able to kind of what I was talking about. But yeah, those are going to be all the best current armor armor. Now, we want to go ahead and look at some weapon recipes, have them. So on screen, I'm not going to go through all of these different recipes just because it takes a long time, but you can choose from pretty much any one of these recipes you will see on screen for weapons, and they can do one-shot damage very, very easily. If you don't already have the Hell Slayer, I believe it's actually leaving today. So you may want to go ahead and get this. If you look in the shop, it is a recipe. Yeah, it does end in 18 hours. So go ahead and buy all this up. I guess I'll just buy a race reroll, I guess, because I don't really have anything else to buy. Oh, I can buy more of these. All right, boom, we just bought one race reroll. That's awesome. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoy, please make sure to leave a like, comment,